May the Righteous Triumph, Part 3 of 6, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on December 24th, 2020.
And you ask me how come he has such personality, yeah?
Yes.
I tell you something about physical influence first, okay?
Yes.
There were 3 reasons why he has such a personality that people don't like, okay?
Yes, Master.
Because he tells straight things. He tells things, no nonsense.
Yes.
And he also does things not like conventional politician would have done, okay?
Yes, Master.
But even though it helps the country and helps the world, there were 3 reasons that he has such personality. Number 1 is the background. He's American, no?
Yes.
And you know the American film culture, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Anything goes on the screen. You know, all kind of cursing and swearing, all kind of slangs and all kind of that. He's grown up with it, no?
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the peer influence, they all say like that, or most of them say that, or many of the students are saying things like that, or kids are saying that, even younger kids, little kids are saying this kind of thing all the time already. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Calling names and judging and all that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then so he's used to it, no?
Yes.
It just comes out, yeah? When I was in America, sometimes it comes out something that I was surprised myself. Because I would not even, until now, never dare say that in Vietnamese or Chinese. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I when I say that, it means too much, yeah?
Yes.
But when I was in America, I could say something, you know, not too bad, but bad enough for me. In English, yeah?
Yes.
It's terrible. I could say it in English because it's so used to it, but I cannot say it in my own language or in Chinese. You see?
Yes, Master.
I could say that in German also. In German language also, or in French even, excusez-moi, yeah. You know, sometimes with the M word in French, yes. But it's not like every day or often. It's just some occasion. It just comes out, you know. It just jumps out at me, yeah? Somehow. It's deep inside. Every day you hear it. Or often you hear it, and then it just jumps out someday, yeah. So that's the background. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, influenced by all the films and all the culture and all the society of America, yeah?
Yes.
So you cannot blame a guy alone. Because he is not born into the political arena, yeah?
Yes, Master.
He was a businessman, okay?
Yes.
And somehow they have picked him to become the president candidate. So he has to do it. And he wasn't trained and trimmed as a professional politician.
Yes, yes.
If you were to join the party since young and you train as a politician and you have political agenda or motivation, yes, then you would try to learn to be like everybody else, you know, talk smooth, yeah, try not to offend everybody, always, you know, be on the gentle side, stuff like that.
Yes, Master.
But there is no law in America saying that a president, a politician should be more different than anyone else. Many of them are not different. You can see they take bribe, they corrupt, and they, see what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
So just a few strong words. I mean, nothing much really. It's not a crime. When he says some strong word that everybody say every day, and it's not a crime. It's just personality, yeah? Just a habit, yes. Even then, of course, it would have been better if he had learned to be a diplomat, yeah?
Yes.
But American law doesn't prescribe that a president has to talk like a diplomat. There's no law saying that, right?
That is true.
And there is no law that forbids a president to say some word like other people say outside. I don't think any law like that. Hey, you lawyer, tell me.
No, there is not.
Yes or no?
Master. No.
No, of course people expect that, or maybe they prefer that way. Of course we all prefer people sweet talk, but that doesn't mean sweet talk is a foundation for a good person.
Yes, Master.
Some people don't like him because of that. Yeah, maybe. Somebody say that in the newspaper or in the news that I read. Now, number two is frustration. Okay,
Oh, yes.
being in his position, you can see how frustrated he would have been. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
he must have been.
Yes.
Because you can see that even the Supreme Court doesn't listen to the president. Yeah?
Yes.
Not to talk about he's also one of the citizens who has the right to claim what he believes is good.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and what he believes is wrong. Especially when it comes to the fate of the whole nation. Yeah?
True. Yes.
Yeah, as well as international affairs. So he probably let out a few words
Yes.
that he shouldn't have. Maybe I never heard it, but anyway, the media, calling him names also. I read that before. I used to like one of the mainstream television news very, very much. Yeah.
Yes, Master.
I don't watch it often, but when I was watching it before, I used to watch that. Okay.
Yes, Master.
Really a favorite kind of reporter, main reporter, senior reporter, calling his president names, you see?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with his ability as a president?
No.
And even then, he's a president,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You should respect his position, his
Yes.
title,
Yes.
because he represents, the constitution, the democracy of your country, the honor of your country, yeah?
Yes.
You call him these names, that bespeak the low level of your own, personality, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. So before they criticize the president personality, they should have looked back,
Yes, Master.
into their own personality. Yeah. Okay. So it's very frustrating for a president to work with all kind of egos and bad mouthing and criticize like that for nothing and
Yes.
overlooking all the good thing he does.
Yes.
So he must feel very, very frustrated. He didn't even think of running second time, even.
Oh.
He said he didn't remember why he has to run for second time. That means he didn't want to.
Didn't
You
want
see what
to.
I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. But then, of course, his party urged him and his followers, his supporters and good people, and he think of the things he has to do for his country, for the world, so he continued to run for president second time. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
But then it's become like this with the machine. It's so easy to make fraud by machine.
Yes.
Yeah, they do all kind of things with the computer. Not to talk about the other kind of machine, which is a stranger to everyone else already.
Yes,
And that machine, I heard that it already has on the news. Yeah, say that it's designed so that you can play with it and make fraud.
Oh.
Yeah, designed intentionally, and also has some bad reputation elsewhere in other countries
Yes, Master.
for enabling the
Yeah, to hack into and to.
Yeah, to hack into or to change or to do anything. Yeah, you want. Yeah,
Yes, Master.
okay. You only have to know some tech. I don't know any tech. I couldn't even, handle my computer already. You know all that. Yes, but many people are high tech.
Yes, Master.
So high tech. We already go to the moon and we're going to Mars or Venus next. See what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And we can see hundreds of millions of light years away. Other planets, other galaxy already, yeah?
Yeah.
To tamper with a machine is maybe a piece of cake to
Yes.
some of the high-tech people, right?
True.
If they already intend to do that, they can, yeah?
Yes.
And also, you can count more, you can count less. Nobody's there to really check you, right?
Yes.
Even if they check, they did not go and look what you're writing and what you're doing next to you, no? They just sit like 6 meters away or something, and sometimes not even allowed to sit that close to observe the election, the counting or the voting system.
Yes.
That is all according to your newspapers. Yes, all the bad news. But there's some truth in it. And another one, more important, is that his contract before he came to the world. Remember, I told you I have to also sign a contract
Yes, Master.
before I came to the world that such and such thing I cannot do, okay?
Yes.
I cannot use magical power, and I cannot, obviously use any power to heal people, for example, like that, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because everybody would follow me then.
Yeah.
Apart from the natural phenomena that exudes from my being, emits from my being, or radiates from my being, I cannot intentionally show any of my power or magic or anything like that to seduce people.
Yes.
Yeah, you know all that.
Yes.
Yeah. So the same. He was destined to do a great work for his country and for the world. So he has to sign a contract.
Yes, Master.
He cannot be outwardly looking too perfect. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And like speaking smoothly like a diplomat, huh?
Yes.
Stuff like that. That's maybe one of the price he has to pay, you see?
Yes.
So that his family member, one or two of them even went against him, you see? And also the frustration of working with many incompatible people, yeah? Or incompetent as well, or not the same ideal.
Yes,
Like he's all for peace. And his defense secretary was wanting to bomb everybody. That's what he said. For example, like that. It's very frustrating, yeah?
Yes, Master.
So even COVID-19, his gut told him that people should wear masks. And then the highest officer, the highest position of the medical advice in the country, Dr. Fauci, told him, oh, don't need. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
And then Dr. Fauci was praised sky high. And even they made a day in Washington, D.C. for him, called Dr. Fauci Day, one day.
Wow.
Yeah, the first day of something. I'm not very interested in this, so I don't remember very well. You guys can check, okay? Yeah. And also say, oh, we should worry more about the flu, the normal flu that we have, the common flu we had before.
Yes, Master. Yes.
He say like that.
So right now, don't worry about it. Be more concerned about influenza, which is going into a second peak for the season, than coronavirus. But
According to all the newspaper they quoted, is saying that we should worry more about the flu than these little bugs. Yeah, you saw that?
Yes, Master. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing all these reports about the coronavirus. Should I wear a mask?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, there is no reason for anyone right now in the United States with regard to coronavirus to wear a mask.
So that means he discouraged the president. The president already orders a lot of masks to give to everybody. And then he just say like that, yeah?
Yes.
And that also deluded Mr. President and made him sick. And he and his family all got sick because believing Dr. Fauci saying it's nothing, you know? Dr. Fauci say COVID-19 is nothing, it's just bugs. You know, the flu is even more worrisome. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the flu, people are already used to it, and it wasn't much anymore. So if he told Mr. President that it's not as bad as the flu, of course he wear no mask. He didn't want to do anything more.
Yes, Master.
Until later, then he saw that it's bad. Then he had to put personal effort to sign a lot of money for a company to research into the vaccine, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Everybody told him, everybody say that it takes 5, 6, 7 years or more, yeah? He made it in 5, 6, 7 months.
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody praised him much. You see any praise anything? No.
No.
You see any newspaper print, oh, bravo, Mr. President? Nothing, yeah?
Yes,
Oh, no. Maybe one or two. Just say, oh, it's a very good. Just say, oh, good boy. Like that, you know? Oh, man. Oh. I'm frustrated also, even if I'm not the president. I feel so frustrated that people are like that, yeah? And a good person like President Trump, and people try to cast him aside.
Yes, Master.
And some involved with, I would say, corruption and fraud, and want to, vote for him. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, involved with money laundering or whatever it is. But, of course, it's not like he did it himself, the ex-vice president.
Yes, Master. Yes.
Maybe not, because maybe they didn't come to that yet. But his name was everywhere
Yes, Master.
in the business. Yeah, in the business office, in the business meeting, and all kind of thing. And because he was the vice president, therefore his son has such a lucrative business doing nothing and get many, many millions, okay?
Yes.
And in the old time, yeah, I don't know if America had the law like that now, but in old times, because at the moment, since a few years, the Chinese has become so-called enemy of America. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Competitors and enemy and a threat to America. That's what they're saying nowadays. I read it in many newspapers. So if you collude, shake hands with the enemies, they would prosecute you for treason.
Yes.
Yeah, even not just money laundering.
Yes.
Yeah, even you are just suspect. That's why the French party didn't vote for Mr. Sarkozy. Because if you vote for a suspect, that means you're also encouraged or you are accomplice. But in America, it's too free or what? They took freedom too much for granted. They don't know many other countries. Whatever they did like that or the way they talk to their president like that, they could be in prison already. Long time.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if they don't do it openly, they would find some other excuse to jail you because of talking, bad about the president. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The Americans are so spoiled. Yeah, so spoiled. I hope they continue to keep their freedom because if you take anything for granted, that thing will be taken away from you.
Yes, that is true.
That's the law. In the universe, what you don't need will be taken away. What you don't appreciate will be gone. Sooner or later, something like that. So I hope you are happy. Thank you for trusting me.
Thank you, Master, for your answer.
Yeah. And you agree with what I say?
I do agree, Master.
Yeah, how about the
Yes,
lawyer?
I agree,
Do you
Master.
think I said anything wrong according to the law of America?
No, Master.
I guess it's like that, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And anybody who votes for or sides with the suspect, normally the law would also investigate them. In many cases, in America as well, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, because you are suspected to be an accomplice, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like together with that suspected person. A suspect is not guilty yet until proven, but he's still a suspect, okay?
Yes, Master.
That's why Mr. Sarkozy cannot be voted for president again because people don't want to vote for a suspect.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Until he's clear, yeah?
Yes,
Maybe, if he's ever clear. It depends on what the situation and what the crime or what the thing, yeah. But in America, I don't know if that's allowed. Yeah. So you ask me, I also don't really know how to answer correctly. I mean, 100%. I can just laugh at it, and I feel also very sad at the same time, okay? Because everybody looks up to America as a good example of democracy, of justice, of protection. But here they are. They're not protecting the righteous and good, excellent president, their own president, who has proven that he's really worth his position many times over.
Yes, Master.
What would happen if Mr. Biden were to become president?
Well, what would happen? Well, it's very difficult to pinpoint, Yes. But America, we lose trust from the international community because such a dismissing of justice, and respect to the top country leader.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and such a deliberate kind of actions against him, in many ways. And people will also distrust the media, the mainstream media. Yeah, that's what I worry about. I just hope not. But it's too obvious, it's too obvious. If the justice system doesn't work, then people don't trust it, Yes. If the media do not report the truth, just report fake news and biased articles, then people don't trust the media.
Yes, Master.
It is very simple. as that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so if the people in America also cannot trust the justice system, then how would the international community trust America? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, hope everything goes well. Yeah? All right. We pray for the good president.
Yes,
Yeah,
we pray.
I am doing it. Yeah, still, every time I can. So that's all I can tell you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. May God bless America. May God get them out of the mess. May the righteous triumph so that your country will continue to prevail, to excel as the good, just, democratic country for all the world to emulate.
Yes, Master. Thank you.